You're probably wondering, is aerodrome good? And well, yes and no. I'd say it's good enough. The physics are pretty good. They're not perfect, but they're just good enough. There are 5 different kinds of drones that you can choose. Some are racing, some are freestyle. There's even a whoop in there, and then there's this art looking thing as well. All of them can be customized with weight and other things, and you can even improve the pit tuning of them if that's something that you're into. You can also adjust the physics for each one, so if you need something to be a little bit more resistant to like the air or something, you can do that. But I really didn't feel that I needed to do that. I could easily fly with this drone just as it was. This simulator has the same modes that most other simulators have. They have a racing mode with plenty of maps and tracks to get you into flying. They also have a freestyle mode with wide, big, open maps and some smaller ones, while some of the maps are meant for small whoop-sized drones, others are meant for the freestyle drones. But the truly special thing about this simulator is the challenge mode. These are special kind of race tracks, or not really race tracks, but different kind of challenges where you have to complete a special maneuver to accomplish this challenge. While it can be played in single player mode, you can also choose to play online with your friends or strangers in multiplayer mode. And while there isn't a lot of servers online, you can make your own, and you can in that way just allow either strangers or your friends to join. Now, if you're not happy with how the map looks or feels, you can also make your own scenery or your own tracks in the map editor. But the controls in this mode are very confusing. I mean, I couldn't get used to them. Maybe you can though, I don't know. Maybe that's something that will fix in the future. You're still wondering if this is the choice for you. And even though the creator sent me this simulator for free, they didn't get to tell me what to say in the video, I still say it's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good anyway. And I'd say it's definitely good enough to be your first simulator. Or even if you're just trying to do something fresh with another kind of simulator that you want to try out. Maybe you got tired of the one you already are in. So maybe it's just something different from what you currently use. Now, does it compare with other simulators, you ask? Well, maybe you're already on your way to the comments saying this is a trash simulator and the only good simulator is Velocidrone. And don't worry, I'm not saying this is better than Velocidrone by any means. This is just different. I mean, it's a little worse physics, but it's definitely not worse enough that you can't learn how to fly or even become a good pilot in the simulator. But if you already are a seasoned racer, I wouldn't go with anything else but Velocidrone. And if you're wondering if you should try this out or start with something else, well, it's not that expensive. I put the price up here somewhere. If you do try it out, let me know in the comments what you think. Did you actually think it was worth it? There are also other simulators like FPV Logic, which I'll be taking a look at next time. Subscribe if you want to see the next one. Get in there and get flying.